So about a month ago, my internet went down for a night, and I was bored, so I decided to try and name every single Warframe from memory. There are 64 of them. Warframe's a game I play pretty much every day, at least a little bit. Took me about an hour to do. In that video, I mentioned that a lot of the League of Legends champions names are kind of just stuck in my head. So maybe someday I'll try and do that. Like name all the League of Legends champions, even though I don't play League of Legends anymore. And this is that. There are 172 champions in League of Legends as of the recording of this video. I believe there's one more that's been announced. Don't quote me on that. I don't stay up to date with League of Legends. But there are 3 times as many, a little less actually, but about 3 times as many League of Legends champions as there are Warframes. And I don't play that game every day. But we're going to see how well I can do. Took me about an hour to do all the Warframes, so I'll give myself about the same amount of time. The default amount of time for this quiz is 15 minutes, so I'm going to give it the practice mode. I'll give myself about an hour. See how far I can get. It's nice to try to go in alphabetical order, so we're going to start with like Aatrox. There's hints as well, and by the way, I don't know how to even access these. Ari, I'm not going to use them if they just start randomly popping up. It's not like I did this quiz and like tested it out before. That would be kind of cheating. Is there any other A's? There's got to be other A's, but I mean, we got... Oh yeah, there's got to be other A's. That's bad. There's that many... Oh yeah, I mean, like, there's Akshan. There's that many A's? This is bad. Okay, I'm just going to try and go through them, though. Ari, Akshan, there's Akali, there's Aurora. I might not give myself the whole hour. I'm definitely not, like, done. I can name some of the Z's. There's Zyra down here. There's, is it two A's? Yep. Zahen, the newest, I believe, at the time of recording this. Smolder. I was thinking of going in alphabetical order, but I don't got that in me, apparently. Okay, try and think of things that I hate going up against. Brand, Morgana, Ezreal. I do still play a little bit of TFT here and there, Teamfight Tactics, the League of Legends auto battler. So that's where a lot of these things are coming from. How could I forget Kale, Caitlyn? I spelt it right. Oh, speaking of Caitlyn, Vi and Jinx, and Echo, and Singed. I haven't watched Arcane. I'm not going to watch Arcane. But I do remember some of the characters from it vaguely. Oh, Ambessa. Ambessa is from Arcane. Jace and Victor. There are so many A champions that apparently I'm just like completely forgetting. I mean, who did I play when I played? I kind of played every role. There's Viego, Senna. Oh, Rel. Rel's the one who I mentioned in the Warframe video. Oops. The reason why I even decided to do this in the first place. I'm still going to have a couple cut off. I guess I can zoom out a little bit. That makes it a bit hard to see, but 172 of these things. I mean, obviously I'm forgetting a lot of them. I have 24. Let's just try and go through. Oh, Skarner, the little scorpion lad. Oh, Teemo, little rat fuck. Lux, Riot's favorite child. Briar. How many? I still don't understand how I'm missing half the A's. I feel like there's far fewer A's than that. I'm thinking through like TFT, like old sets. Threat. It's not an old set. Varus. What's his name? Kane. Alan. And now I'm thinking assassins. Kind of, at least. Guinsoo is an item, not a champion. Well, Guinsoo's Rage Blade. I know I said I'd give myself an hour for this, but I'm getting at least 100. It's like an hour or 100, whichever comes second. So if it takes me more than an hour to get 100, then okay, we'll end at 100. If I get 100 before an hour, we'll end at an hour. Which it looks like. I mean, obviously I got the ones I know easily, but it looks like I'll get to 100 far before an hour. I might bump that number up to 150 if I get there like real fast. I also might not get there real fast. Okay, so let's go through like top lane. Who are some? Oh, Garen, Darius, Ilaoi. Surprised I remember how to spell that one. Well, no, I'm not. I pronounce it the way it's spelled, so it's actually really easy to spell it. Who else? Who else is up there in the top lane? Fiora and Irelia. So sometimes she ends up in mid. Emil. Who else? Any other Darkin? There's gotta be. Double A's somewhere in their name. There's gotta be more Darkin. Okay, let me continue on this top lane idea. Who else is in top lane? Trying to imagine myself 8-9 months ago playing League of Legends. I don't think, no, I played support last time I played League of Legends, so it definitely wouldn't help me. Try and remember that. Who would I go up against in top lane and be like upset? That's just Darius. It's Darius. Okay, let's move to the jungle. Annie. Annie's not, I mean, I guess technically there was a little bit of Annie jungle for a bit, but Ivern moved into the jungle. Hecarim, Graves, Jungle. Oh, Jungle Zed was a thing for a bit, I think. Oh, speaking of Jungle Zed, this game is in fact winnable. Zillion. Those are the only 3 characters. Garen, Graves, and nope, not Graves. Garen, Zed, and Zillion, I believe. Were the 3 that I can remember from that video. Ah, Cho'Gath. I don't have to do the apostrophe. They got me on that one. Speaking of infinite scalars, Belveth and Vhagar and Tristana, Lulu, Rumble. I hit the Yordle line. Tristana, Lulu, Rumble, Poppy. I'm just trying to think of everyone in the Yordle category now. Vex. Did I get Senna already? I did get Senna already, but I didn't get Lucian already. Ooh, what button did I just press? Never mind. Just went up to the top of the screen. Lucian, Senna, I got Thresh, and oh, Nami. That's a good one for Lucian. I can think of some other supports. I like how I went like halfway through jungle. Well, halfway through my memory of jungle and then just kind of abandoned the whole going by role thing. But, Nautilus. Oops. Blitzcrank. There are other supports. I know there are other supports. Who did I play when I played support? I played Zyra. I played a lot of Zyra. I played a little bit of Zyra. If I get back into League again, I'll probably end up playing Zyra. Plants are fun. Who comes between Zillion and Zyra? I don't know. Okay, other supports though, because I played Zyra. Oh, you know what? Xerath. Xerath can be a support. Braum is a support, especially if you spell his name correctly. Others. Okay. Let's bounce out of supports for now. Sivir, not a support, but an ADC. Let's bounce out of supports for now and go back to mid lane. I'm trying to think of who I played, and it was like I played some Zyra. I played a lot of Nami. I played Braum if I was with an Ashe occasionally, but I don't think I ever made it out of gold, so playing Braum didn't always go well. Oh, Shaco. Okay, let's jump to the mid lane though. I played a bit of mid lane. Ryze. I mostly played Ryze, Aurora, Akali. Sylas, though. I know that Sylas is like the Sylas-Akali matchup was a big thing back when I watched Worlds. Twisted Fate, can I just type TF? I can. Nice. Speaking of TF, Nidalee and Shyvana. Shyvana just got a rework. Oh, and Elise. Who else? I got Smolder, right? Yeah, I got Smolder. Okay, other mid laners. Who are other mid laners that I would play occasionally? I played Talon for a little bit. Oh, Zeri, because they can both jump over walls. And Kiana. Yeah, Kiana does not have a U in her name. That'd be Quiana. Slightly different. I'm trying to think who else can interact with walls. I already got Skarner. Who else interacts with walls? No one that I can think of. Okay, mid lane. Who did I play in mid lane? It was, again, mostly Akali, Aurora, Sylas. No, sorry. Ryze and a little bit of Sylas. Who did I hate going up against, though? Tristana. Tristana, Xerath, Zed, Akshan. I already got all these, though. Okay, so how about... I already went through my supports. Can I think of any more supports that I went through? Any more supports that I can think of that I played? Played a little bit of Bard. Bard's always fun. How about... anything in like ARAM? Okay, no, let's move to ADCs. I played some Caitlyn. I played some Sivir. I played some Zeri. Samira. I would occasionally pull out the Samira, Draven, and now I'm stuck again. Who did I hate going up against? Caitlyn. I hated going up against Caitlyn. If I was ADC, Caitlyn was my permaban. If I was support, Blitz is my permaban, because I'm, again, I'm like a silver to gold player. So, you know, none of my ADCs nor myself ever know how to deal with Blitzcrank. I mean, there's definitely more ADCs. Who am I missing out on? Oh, Neela. That's a pretty easy one. There's gotta be more. I mean, obviously, there's 101 more champions. That's how many Dalmatians there are. Maybe I'll do Las Vegas in the movies next. Okay, think about in-game relationships. I already got TF Graves. I already got Caitlyn Vi. It's not a relationship, but I already got Kel Morgana. They're sisters. I already got Lucian Senna. Oh, can I just do MF? I can. Nice. I don't have to type Misfortune. Don't know if that counts as a relationship, but she's got the heart ability, which is what made me think of it. That's also another ADC that I would occasionally play. Her Qs did like massive chunk. I'd mostly play her into squishies because I loved building like lethality MF. You could just, you know, and it was against a full team of squishies at low rank, and you could occasionally just press like 3 buttons and watch their entire team cease to exist. Okay. Riven. I hate Riven. And like all but one Riven player. Other TFT stuff. Who have I, what, like I play TFT. What sets have I been playing? I mean, not sets. I've been playing the most recent set, obviously, but like what team comps have I been going for? Oh, Malphite. I don't even think Malphite's in the current set, but I was looking at the R's and I was like, oh, there's got to be an earlier R, like Raw. Is there like just something, Rock? Malphite. I already got Echo. I don't know why I can't think of like what team comps I've played in TFT recently. I already got Jinx. I already got Alawi. I just thought of Anima in the current set. Let me try and think of the gods from the current set. I can think of Kayle, Thresh, Varus, Ahri. Kayle, Thresh, Varus, Ahri. Soraka. I made it up to 75, less than 100 left. Still got to break that 100 mark. I mean, 15 minutes in, I think it's pretty likely at this point. I feel like I don't have too many... Oh, I was going to say, I feel like I don't have too many tanks. Swain, not necessarily like a tank, but Ornn, Sion. Oh, Sona, Seraphine. More supports. I was thinking, like, are there any music theme characters? Yeah, there's at least 2. There might be more, but there's at least 2, and I've written them down. Trying to think of maybe like less played. I almost called them Warframes. No, less played champions. Why are they not called Legends? Are they called Legends? I feel like they're called Champions. Because like it's the League of Legends. I guess maybe that's the like the fights are considered the Legends. Whereas like because the players are the summoners, the characters are the champions. There's still so many A's that I'm missing. People can do this in 15 minutes. There's probably people who can do it in like 5. Oh, okay. Rammus. That was a really bad Rammus. Okay. That one was slightly better, but it still wasn't great. There are so many A's. So unlike the Warframe one, you're not allowed to get mad at me if I haven't mentioned your main yet. In Warframe, you are allowed to get mad at me, and I think one person is allowed to shoot me if they can find out my address. But there's only 64 of those, and again, I play that game barely, basically every day. This game I don't. Though, you know, this is probably going to be the thing that gets me to start playing League of Legends again. Or there was a new ranked reset soon. Soon from the time of recording this. Who knows when this gets uploaded. But there's nothing still to... Okay, there's Akshan and Ambessa. It's either an AL or like a late AK or like an AMA. Or maybe an AMB, but... no, I don't think I need to be faster than that. So like an AL. There's no alligator named Alligator, last I checked. Axel is Guilty Gear. I was thinking like what could go after Aurora, but before Bard. I mean, there's got to be a lot of AMs or ANs. I'm not gonna lie, I gave myself that hour. I expected this to just kind of breeze by. Turns out under 172 things that you haven't interacted with too much in, you know, recent memory is kind of tough to do. Between Silas and Talon, There's 3, but that's S-Y and T-A. Oh, Targon, Zoe, Leona, Eric, Diana. That's it, right? That's it? I just type A soul. No, okay, I have to type Aurelion soul. Aurelion soul? Yeah, okay. Oh, Rengar. Now I'm trying to think of just like things that can go invisible. I already got Shaco, Rengar, Akshan. Ooh, Pike. Definitely more O's. Okay, what goes between Zeri and Zillion? Zygarde. Nah, that would go before Zyra. Oh, Galio. I'm trying to think of everyone else who has like skin lines that I like, but I don't remember any of them. Doesn't really help. Okay, another S-H Shed. Nope, not Shed. Okay, late S's or like very early A's. I'm looking at my keyboard. Talia. There we go. Tapioca. Angela. I could do one of the Pokemon ones as well, but that's actually been longer since I've played, but I still watch Pokemon content. Okay, I watch one Pokemon content creator. I'll give you one guess as to who it is. Kind of there's a lot of other like X's. No, that's not true. Warwick. Knew there's got to be some stuff in there. Yeah. Nope, I was about to type in Ureli. Ureli is a Warframe. I was like really excited about that one too. I was like, oh, Ureli. I was thinking Ureli, Warframe name, but I was picturing Neela. They both got water stuff going for them. Yasuo and Yone though. Yasuo, Yone, Yumi. The three Ys. 3 Ys from hell. The 3 Ys, like why did they add these to the game? I almost just said Ureli again. Hey, remember when I said I like to play play Braum if my ADC's an Ashe? You would have thought that I would have perhaps, just maybe, put Ashe on the list right around then. I keep thinking of Warframe names. I looked at Kiana, it was like something else starts with a Q, well, Q usually followed by U. Ah, Corvex. I don't think Corvex has a U, I think that's also just QO. So that wasn't even right. Also, again, not a League of Legends champion. Trundle. Scovillain? That's Pokemon. Okay, let's go back to jungle. I know I've listed a lot of junglers like separately, but let me try and think back to junglers, because I didn't list too many of them. Lilia. Played a lot of Lilia in the top lane. Who else we got for junglers? Junglers. A lot of junglers would be tanks, for example. Sejuani. Sejuani was one of my favorite junglers to play. I say a lot of jungler. I mean, I feel like jungler, tank, or support are usually your tanks, but even then, you don't really want your support to be like super tanky. I feel like a lot of the tank supports still build like bulky, but they build it enchanter style. Like your actual tank, you would never see them buy the shield. By the way, oh, I don't even need to type his full name. Tom Kench. Kench is one of the few ones that you would. Oh, Cassandre. But like I forget what it's called, but like Shirelia's or Leona's shield, but I forget what it's called. That gives you the AOE shielding. I feel like a lot of them buy those. The ones that give you, some health and resistances, but not as much as full tank items, but they give you another, good support effect. I made it to 100 though. Made it to 100, 26 minutes. There's got to be some more H's. Hecarim can't be the only H champion. Or can he? If I'm good enough at this whole remembering thing, I'll throw in the Vsauce music right there. There's also got to be like quite a few more KAs that don't immediately go Y. Like Katarina. But there might even be some earlier ones, no, maybe not. Maybe it's all J's. Maybe Katarina's the first K. I feel like there could be something before that. There's still like a lot, but maybe not. We've now gotten to the look around my room and try to relate these things to champions that I might be forgetting. And I looked at the very large mirror hanging on my wall and remembered Mel. But I remembered Sivir, even though I already have Sivir written down, because it wasn't from looking around my room, but I remembered that I want to make bread. Probably right after I'm done recording this, honestly. So I've got yeast, and usually I use that yeast to make pizza. And I was like, oh, pizza Sivir. Jax, old man with a lamp coming through. Remember that from TFT. And from Jax. Peacekeeper. This is now a For Honor video. No. Every like maybe once every year or every other year, I go back, play For Honor for like 20 hours over the course of like 3 days, and then I'm like, why the fuck am I playing this game? Ah, Lee Sin. That's a crazy one. Line of thought to get to Lee Sin. I was talking about how I sometimes play For Honor. I was like, For Honor's kind of, you know, it's a fighting game. It's a fighting game. It's just not your typical 2D fighter. Unlike the other fighting game I do play, Street Fighter 6. I play some Street Fighter 6. I actually play Chun-Li. Are there any League of Legends champions who punch and kick? Lee Sin. Oh, speaking of Lee Sin, I was thinking Lee Sin. Lee Sin's the one who's like known for doing for like insects. Is that what it is? An insect is just like it's like a little fancy maneuver that isn't like super fancy anymore, because I feel like it's pretty common. But what are some other fancy maneuvers? I don't know, but I do remember some kind of popular clips. And one of those, I'm stalling to try to remember the name of the character, but is Xpeke Kassadin. Speaking of which, Nasus and Yorick. That's not how you spell Yorick. That is, though. Who do we got else now? That's a sentence, if you want to believe me. I'm thinking there's got to be probably a K-O, K-E, K-I. Kindred. Yep, there is a K-I. Kindred. Have I done Karma yet? I haven't. Okay, Karma. Turns out I was very wrong with Katarina being the first KA. There are at least 3 others. I've already got Talon. I've already got Twisted Fate. I've already got Jax. Pretty sure those 3 are Stargazers. Oh, Milio. Oops. Milio. Oh, Corki. Arky, even. There's another, like, CA, probably. So it could be, like, a CE or a CI. That's right, we're back to looking around my room. Unsurprisingly, there aren't a ton of things around my room. Dr. Mundo, though. Do I have to give him his full name? No, I can just type Dr. Mundo. Oh, I can just type Mundo and it'll give me Dr. Mundo. I got Dr. Mundo because I have a blanket that's got a horse on it. Hear me out. This is going somewhere. It's a blanket that's got a horse. It's actually unicorns on it, but I was like, a horse. Oh, who rides a horse? Rel. But you want to know what else is fast like a horse? A car. And Business Mundo, maybe just Default Mundo as well, but Business Mundo, his like moving fast thing is driving a car. To be fair, I don't know anything about Dr. Mundo or his skins. Business Mundo might be Default Mundo. I don't think it is, though. Pretty sure Business Mundo is a skin. Oriana, which has 2 N's in it. I knew there were more O's. Oh, speaking of which, Oriana has Orbiana, which means there's also Biko, or Nico. So now what I'm doing, in my head, is I am taking Dota champions and trying to find their League of Legends equivalent. The only issue? I only know like 3 Dota champions. It's Lady Who Punches, Lee Sin. It's Muerta, I believe is her name, who is just like Ghost MF. And Tidebreaker, is that his name? Nautilus. Or Thresh, they're kind of similar. Games, I mean, they're both MOBAs, but they play significantly differently. Oh, there's also Sejuani, but the Moon. Like if Diana was riding Bristle. There's another C between CA and CH. There's probably some more MAs. Probably some more SHs as well. There's probably one more SH actually, because it's SHA and then SHY. So like a show or a she or a shi or a shoe. Shiv. That's Deadlock, I think. I've been known to play Deadlock occasionally. Not too much, though. Kimberly, that's Street Fighter again. Any other KIs? Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that one out, actually. 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds are just gonna be missing from right there. I'm gonna cut out a lot of the dead space, but that will be non-dead space that gets cut out. You can probably figure out what I said, but I need that good old plausible deniability. Visine? Vivance. I don't think either of those are League of Legends champions. I'm trying to think if after Silas before Tom Kench is another TA, or another SY. I think I'm basically stuck here. I said it would go to an hour, but I also said I'll be cutting out the silence, so if that timer suddenly jumps to like 58 minutes and I'm doing an outro, and I'm just done, I'm still at 114, don't say I didn't warn ya. Zizarin. He just got added as a League of Legends champion, right? Must have been. Think he's going to do a late career pivot from Path of Exile to League of Legends to the extent that they'll add him as a champion? Doubt it, but there's got to be more H's. I think that's where I'm like real stuck right now. There's no way Hecarim is the only H champion in League of Legends. But also, like, who else? Like, that's fucking French. That's not a League of Legends champion. That's also not even French. It's me doing a shitty, like, shitty French, not even really impersonation. Like a joke impersonation. Do I have Belveth? I do have Belveth. Got my PlayStation controller there, and I was like, oh, controller. You know, who's someone who, like, controls? That was something that was in, I think, Heroes of the Storm. Someone who just, like a champion that didn't actually go to lane. They just sent minions down the lane. And I was like, well, Belveth's kind of like that, but I've already got Belveth written down. I think Riot's too cowardly to add truly different play styles like that. I think Ivern, as a different type of jungler where he's still, like, borderline functionally the same, is, like, more than they would even do to this day. To be fair, I also just don't necessarily think it fits League of Legends, but... Anyone start with U? I just realized. After Twisted Fate, but before Varus. We got any U's? The only letter I'm missing. You'll see however much time was skipped there. That's how long it took me to recite the alphabet. While looking at all my answers to be sure that I had at least one from each letter. There's gotta be a U. Go through the letters. There might not be a U. I feel like at 172, you've gotta have at least one champion for every letter. And there are 3 spaces open there where, between Twisted Fate and Varus, that could all be used for all I know. Which is, clearly not that much. I think I'm stuck at 114. I'm going to be kicking myself when it turns out that one of these is like the highest... Shen. One of these has like some real high mastery that I just don't have, I just haven't typed out yet. Yeah, I'm not stuck at 114, but I might be stuck at 115. But I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I'll be stuck at 116. I was thinking of just like other like global or semi-global alts. Ow. Nocturne has that semi-global. I already got the Soraka, already got the Galio, already got Echo. He doesn't really, I guess technically he has a 1-point semi-global ult, because you can do that really dumb thing where it's like you recall real quick, buy items, and then ult back to lane. It's a very, very, very niche application. That's basically like you're pretty much at full health and mana, but you really want to back, but a wave is crashing into your tower. I feel like that's the only time you would ever recall into ult as Echo. But I mean, I guess that is a possibility. It is a thing that can happen. Someone just crashed a wave into your tower and then went to back themselves. You don't have TP up and you want to just, you want to match their buy. They have TP, you don't. But I mean, at that point, if you're Echo, maybe like you're Echo and you're already 6, you're probably able to just clear that wave. If it's a cannon wave, maybe not. You could probably clear that wave real fast and then just back yourself. I guess if they have to... Anyway, this isn't a League of Legends strategy video. Even if it was, it wouldn't be for Echo. I never played that guy. Do I have Jace? I do have Jace. Got Victor. I got Mel. I got Ambessa. I'm going back through Arcane again. I still have never seen it. Heimerdinger. I knew there was another H. I knew it. I knew there was another H. 45 minutes at this point. I'd really like to get up to like 125. Just to say I did. I'm trying to think of like champions that do things that other champions don't. But then I have to like think of what the thing is first. So I'm like, oh, is there any champion that does this thing? And I can't think of anything that a champion would do. I can't think of the champion that would do it. I'm trying to think of like healing champions. There's Soraka. I feel like Soraka might actually just be the only true healer in the game. As soon as I see like the other 55 here, I'm gonna be like, oh, of course, for every single one of the 55. But until that point, here I am. Just staring at a screen. Neferi. I knew there were more Darkin. I think there still might be one more Darkin. I started thinking about like the dances in Willump. I'm like, oh, are there any funny dances? Kog'Maw. I don't know if Kog'Maw has a funny dance, I just remembered him. Oh, Vayne. I've already got Zillion. Is there a bat champion? Like a bat. Ah, there's Vladimir. That's another V. Not that that really changes anything. Still looking. I'm still trying to think of a U. Denver, Colorado. No, I've got all my D's done actually. That's the only reason why Denver, Colorado is not one of the champions. It's because I listed all the D's already. I'm trying to think of who goes between like Misfortune and Morgana. I was thinking Moses, but S comes after R, so that's not it. I'm trying to think of more like pairs, even if they're not like actually like, you know, in a relationship in lore. But I was like Lulu Kog'Maw. Nope, already got both of those. Lucian Nami, already got both of those. You know, like Nocturne Galio. That one's a little more niche, but anything that's got like crazy dive potential. I mean, Lee Sin's got easy ins and easy outs. Yone's got easy ins and easy outs. I'm trying to think of like jokey nicknames that I had for any of them, maybe. Aside from like Little Fucking Rat for Teemo, I didn't really have any nicknames for any of the champions. Mephisto? Nah, that's Diablo. New Diablo expansion came out. I'm not gonna play it, most likely. So I'm not gonna give Blizzard $40, even though Diablo 4 is pretty fun. If I want to play an ARPG, I'll mostly just play Path of Exile. Here, I mean, we're at 50 minutes. I got 122. There's 50 down. Again, I'd like to get 3 more. Getting that 125 would be kind of nice. But I don't know who else we've got. I mean, how are there 2 champions between Rel and Rengar? It means they're REL, RENs, or REMs. And, well, actually, I was going to say that's not me in the corner, but my computer setup is, in fact, in the corner of my room. So that is me in the corner. Not really a spotlight, though. It's just a typical, like, room light in the center of the room. And losing my religion kind of implies that I was ever religious in the first place. I guess I went to church a couple times because my grandma was religious. Still is, as far as I know. There's always also the chance that the reason that this quiz is a 3.8 out of 5 is because some of these aren't in perfect alphabetical order, which would be really messing with me, but I doubt it. I think it's just that League of Legends players get upset at everything, and I can see the breakdown of the scores, but I think I need to sign up for like Sporkle Premium. This is not Sporkle, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious from the layout. Ziggs. I went back on the Yordle line from previous TFT sets. I got Ziggs. I already have Trundle, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like split pushers at this point. Kinda Scion, Fiora, Ziggs and Tristana aren't really split pushers, but they can destroy towers real fast. Ah, Tryndamere. Okay, 124. I got just under 6 minutes to get one more to reach my 125 mark that I'd like to hit. Oh, Sandra. Okay, cool. Hit 125. Well, now I've got 5.5 more minutes to get past 125. I think I can do it, maybe. Potentially, it's possible. Might happen, who knows. Less than 4 minutes left and not much more to show for it. There's gotta be a U, right? Undertale. Urianger. Umbra. No, that's Undertale from Undertale, Urianger from Final Fantasy XIV, and Umbra from Warframe. Set. Okay. Minute 30 left on the board. Surprised I even got Set out of that. Ah, Jhin. Okay. I'm thinking Set builds Ravenous Hydra sometimes. Maybe he doesn't anymore, maybe he never did, but I built Ravenous Hydra on Set. But then you can also build it on Jhin for goofy double tap shenanigans. Oh, how did I forget Kai'Sa? How did I forget Kai'Sa and Kha'Zix? Well, I got 40 seconds left. Maybe I can get one more, but... Oh yeah, Malzahar. There you go, 130. Still 42 that I'm missing. But I do believe that that is going to be the end of it for me. Yeah, I just can't think of anyone else in these last 10 seconds. No, that's it. All right, who'd I miss? Alistair. I should have gotten that. I played some Alistair back in the day. A Mumu, a Nivea, a Philios, a Zir, Cassiopeia, Evelyn, Fiddlesticks, Fizz, Gangplank, Gnar, Gragas, Gwen, Hui, Janna, Jarvan, Callista, Arthas, Kennen, Kled, LeBlanc, Maokai, Master Yi, Mordekaiser, Olaf, Pantheon, Quinn, Rakan, Rek'Sai, Renata, Renekton, Syndra, Twitch, Udyr, Urgot. I knew they were U's. Just couldn't remember them. You'd think I would know Twitch, if not just because of the purple site. Vel'Koz, Volibear, Wukong, Xayah, Xin Zhao, Yunara, Zac. I should have known Xayah at least. Xayah is current TFT set. And Evelyn goes invisible. I could have gotten that one. Anyway, technically, I remembered twice as many League of Legends champions in around the same amount of time as Warframes. From a pure numerical standpoint. From a percentage standpoint, nah, not even close. Crazy that the average score is 67%. Nice. In a quarter of the time. Anyway, that was a fun way to kill an hour. Now I'll just let this sit in my recordings folder for about 2 weeks, and then I'll finally get around to editing it and uploading it. Thanks for watching. You know, all that YouTube stuff if you've somehow made it to the end here. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably going to end up fucking playing League of Legends again now that I've done this. Yay! Maybe not with how unexcited I sounded. Anyway, bye-bye.